Welcome back, everybody. You got Will and I-Man here from the Block Runner, MetaZone, and Rovi, and today we're going to talk about AutoGPT and maybe connect that to cryptocurrency somehow.
Yeah, like that's our job, right? There has to be like some sort of loop into everything. But AI is already super deeply ingrained into the crypto space. It's starting to, I wouldn't say flourish yet, but
No, there's
I know
there's still a little smoke happening.
Yeah, there's like a layer of like slime on top of the crypto AI space, but still, if you get past some of that goop, you'll find some, you know, some real polished gems in there, right?
So before we get started, like, what is it that attracted you about like this whole AutoGPT aspect? Because I haven't been paying attention.
It blows my mind that you have it because you use ChatGPT on a daily basis, right?
Yeah.
And all the other sorted AI tools. And we've made videos in the past about like, you know, you have to master this new like layer of technology.
Yes.
Just to even like remain relevant you say like future society, like even now, like the now work economy. I'm pretty sure like, you know, companies all over the planet are like coming up with training programs for their employees. And if you don't adjust to this new norm, then you're fucking useless.
Yeah,
I agree. Gone, right? I agree. And then, so this comes out because, you know, ChatGPT, OpenAI, I guess people now have access to play around with it and to, you know, create some new tertiary innovations on top of it.
Yeah.
Somebody, I forget the origin of it, but I don't think it's AutoGPT. It was another project. It's basically they figured out a way for AI to do self-prompt. Like they don't need humans to be the prompt engineers anymore. You could just give it an objective or a task and just send it on its way. It's like just go take your time, do the research, bring it all back to me.
Yeah,
just to help me out. Right. So there's like so many different renditions of this.
Yeah,
we got a bunch of threads here. You could just start from the beginning.
All right, so let's take a look at Itamar Golan.
Well, not this. Like, go back to like the first tweets. Yeah. See, this is what you actually want to see. Like, what a generative agent can do as a personal assistant.
Okay, so this guy's unveiling a personal assistant. It's called HyperWrite AI. It's groundbreaking AI agent that can be used as a web browser like a human. One agent to rule them all. It's time to reimagine the way we interact with the internet. So I'm at a pizza website here. What's happening?
Well, we're gonna have to wait for it to loop. Okay, here you go. See the bottom right? That's it. All you're doing is asking your agent to do something.
Okay.
It's like, order me a pepperoni large pizza from Domino's. That's it. And then it's just doing everything. It's assigning itself new tasks after it completes one. It's like, all right, enter all the details. You know, it's basically acting like, you know, like what you would do, how your brain operates when you're trying to order a pizza, but you're literally doing nothing, you know?
Dude, this makes a lot of sense because it's pretty straightforward. Ordering a pizza, it's like there are pages, and to actually fulfill the order, there are like submissions you have to do.
Yeah, like they're all right there. They're all listing up on the right.
And your computer has all the information, knows where you live, it got your credit card number.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
That's just one example, dude. Like that's something that's applicable to everybody, you know, because I don't know, like it's one of the things that does get kind of annoying, ordering pizzas from time to time.
Yeah.
But that's how life goes, right? We try our best to unburden ourselves with any uncomfort. So
dang,
it's already happening, dude. AI.
So basically you can ask Siri's like, order me a pizza, you know what I want. It's just
or, you know, oh shit, my car engine light is on, you know, find me the best mechanic shop locally.
Yeah.
So, you know, and also schedule an appointment. Like all that shit. The things you would typically do with an assistant.
An actual assistant, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the capabilities of personal assistant are truly impressive, from booking flights and ordering food to researching complex topics.
Yeah.
And managing your email. It can handle almost any task you typically do on the web. And we're just getting started.
Yeah, managing your email is such a... Dude, I'm so trash at that.
Yeah, I have like 10,000 emails I haven't read.
Me too.
No, literally, it's like 10,000.
But what would you want it to tell it to do? It's like, okay, just monitor my emails.
Just delete the trash. That's like, spam. I mean, we can detect spam, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? When we see it, we know it's spam. Just get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I do a bad job of like actually keeping up with like who's sending me emails on a daily basis. And I'll like maybe like every 4 or 5 days, which is bad. I'll like go and like see like, what did I miss? You know what I mean? So it'd be nice to have a little assistant who's constantly monitoring my email and like, you know,
it's like this seems important, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the technology behind personal assistant is working, and now our focus is dedicated to refining the user experience and ensuring safety. We recognize the immense power and responsibility that comes with developing AI agents and are committed to handling it responsibly.
Yeah. So now this is so everybody's coming up with their own like renditions. You're gonna see a bunch of these. So here's another guy. AI agents operate automatically on their own and complete tasks for you. So I'm not sure what this is. This a video?
This doesn't look like it's just a picture.
Okay.
Okay, so AutoGPT allows GPT-4 to prompt itself, making the large language models fully autonomous. Give AutoGPT a task and it'll complete it for you without you even being there. It all started as an open source Python project.
Okay, there you go. Sir Gravitas. That's the guy, dude. That's the it's gonna be forever known as the Satoshi of generative agents. Like he got the ball rolling, dude.
So it's like
He fucking
AutoGPT, generate me a cryptocurrency with this supply and this emission process, this happening event at this, this sequence.
I don't know if you want to give it that much detail. You kind of want it to.
Oh, just like give me the most optimized currency
give
that
me
works.
Give me a game or a currency. Build me a digital currency that can support a game
With distributed
I don't know.
points.
Yeah, but just don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
It's like a token cannot go down, and like see what it comes up
That'd be
with.
interesting. Come up with like a sustainable economic system with these components.
Yeah, I would like to see somebody try and actually build something around this.
Yeah.
Like, just give it a shot. Let the GPT-4 agent, compile as much the data and research as it can, because it's going to do a better job than anybody on Earth can.
100%. Yeah.
And I think it's worth a shot. If somebody, and that's where it ties into crypto. Like, I think a lot of this will happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, or you're developing a metaverse. It's like, give me a landscape, give me a couple buildings, and just put it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's going to tie into that too.
Yeah. And I know Unreal Engine is working on not necessarily something similar, but
here's the podcaster I was talking about.
So a podcast prepper, read recent events and prepare an entire podcast outline.
Yeah, which is basically what we do. We spend like 2 hours a day, or sometimes more, just like looking for value out there, right?
Yeah.
And we're trying to capture it and package it up for you guys watching this stuff, so that way we all stay informed and on the forefront of what's going on. So potentially we don't have to do all that, initial legwork. We could just
read
what's being generated.
Important. Yeah.
Yeah. The agent figures out and finds the value.
So he shows an example from the All In podcast. Definitely a great podcast. Definitely listen to it. So with 5 searches and 15 web browsers, AutoGPT research agent prepares a 5-topic podcast on recent news with accurate references and a cold open.
Wow. The hell's a cold open? Like a monologue or something?
No, a cold open is basically dead air to like actual talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like starting something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's another example. Agent GPT, give an AI agent a goal and watch as it thinks. Come up with an execution plan and take action.
Oh, you gotta see this.
All right, so it's typing here. It says, Hustle GPT, create a new startup with only $100. I've seen this.
Of funding.
And of course, it's going to say drop shipping, do some marketing, be good at social media.
But look at the task it's adding up. It's like, as if it's in Notion. It's like lining up different things it knows it needs to do to get like somewhere.
See, it's adding tasks, brainstorm potential products or services.
But it's doing them so fast.
Yeah.
It assigns a task and immediately finds like a result. So this thing does what everybody does. Like if you get hired at a company,
yeah, this is exactly what you're doing.
This is what you do.
You're figuring it out.
You get tasks, and then these tasks kind of like build itself up to a point of execution.
Yeah, yeah.
And this fucking thing just did it in like a flip of a finger.
Yeah. So there's another one here. Create an app. AutoGPT recognizes didn't have Node, found the exact steps to install it, and did it while it watched.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah. So I guess this guy, he didn't have like the right software or something to complete his app, and then the assistant was like, "Hey, I think you need this.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and find it for you and install it for you while you're working, and just let me help you out."
Man, that's so interesting.
So we're talking about how much this is going to help even our own developers, like Copilot and stuff like that.
Yeah. And so one of the few tweets here, here's an in-depth tutorial on how to set up your own AutoGPT agents. And you can set it up yourself using installation instructions on GitHub repo.
Okay, cool. So what do you think, dude? What's your reaction now?
I gotta go deeper, man. Because like you were saying earlier, if you're not following what's happening with the AI space, you're basically becoming the human that doesn't know how to use a computer.
Yeah.
Like we all have aunts and uncles, grandparents, whatever.
Yeah.
Have no idea like how to turn on a computer.
Yeah.
Like we're transitioning to that part of like the generation where if you don't know AI, it's basically you don't know how to use a computer.
Yeah, I totally agree. You're just so much less efficient as like
you're basically useless.
Almost, you know. So there's one other thing. So not only are these generative agents useful to complete tasks on the behalf of humans, some researchers in Google and Stanford, they got together like, hey man, what do we do if we like, you know, attach them to basically digital bodies and put them all in like an ecosystem with one another, and you know, give them some initial parameters as far as like identity, you know, what they should spend their day like concerned about, stuff like that, and let's see what happens. See what kind of behaviors emerge. So this is it right here.
So generative agents interactive simulacra of human behavior. Yeah. Okay. So we have so it's basically what he was writing in his tweet.
Yeah, so let's go break it down from the beginning and see what they came up with line by line.
All right, so Stanford Google researchers just dropped some mind-blowing new research on generative agents. Here's what you should know. Using a simulation video game they created, researchers made 25 characters that could communicate with others in their environment, memorize and recall what they did and observed, reflect on those observations, form plans for each day. Then they gave them some memories, an identity, name, occupation, and priorities, information about relationships with other characters, some intention about how to spend their day. Then they press play. Yeah. With just the information alone, the characters acted much like humans do. They shared information with each other. Yep. Example, Isabella starts a day with a plan to host a Valentine's Day party. She spreads the word, and by the end of the simulation, 12 characters know about the party. So much like humans, 7 of them flaked. 3 of them had other plans, and then the other 4 just didn't show.
So they end up being dicks, just like we do, dude. That's to me, that's an insane breakthrough.
But why? Oh, because of the intentions earlier, right? They have memories, and maybe they hate each other. And okay, so we're missing some information as to why they led to these decisions. But they form new relationships and remember them. Sam and LaToya don't know each other at the start. They meet at the park. LaToya says she's working on a photography project. When Sam and LaToya meet again later, Sam says, "Hi, LaToya, how's your project going?" Okay, so it's contextual. Yeah. They coordinate with each other. Example, researchers gave Isabella the Valentine's Day party host and Maria 2 pieces of info. So Isabella, you will throw a party, and then Maria, you have a crush on Klaus. Without any further instruction, Isabella invites people to the party, decorates the venue, and asks Maria for help. Meanwhile, Maria jumps on the opportunity to get closer to Klaus by inviting him along as well. This is fascinating new research. We've officially moved past AI models can write blog posts for me and into how much can AI models act like humans territory. Yeah. Okay, so basically you give an agent some memory, intentions, some motivation, and then you give them different permutations of such, and then you just see what happens.
Yeah. Well, that's just the beginning. That's just how this experiment operated. Yeah. But the point is, these things can adopt or attribute human-like behaviors or experiences, and I think over time that's going to become much more, I guess, refined. I don't know what's the actual value application to this. What's going to come about out of this? Like, where can we allow these simulations to happen, and then what? Like
video games, I feel like has a pretty obvious implementation of something like this, because right now with video games we have it's called AI, right? Computers.
You mean the NPCs?
The NPCs.
Yeah.
They have instructions like just walking around in circles.
Yeah.
But now they can have different kinds of instructions where they're motivated for different reasons.
Yeah, but if we allow this to happen and we inject this type of technology into NPC characters in the metaverse or something, just avatars, other beings, right?
Yeah.
Because right now the metaverse is just, it's a human existence,
Yeah.
but in the virtual space.
Yeah.
But if we coexist with these different generative agents that display human characteristics, and they're going to remember you,
Yeah.
and you're going to remember them, and you're going to build bonds and relationships with them over time.
Yeah. What's the difference between me chatting with you and me chatting with one of these agents?
Exactly. So like that brings up a whole new slew of like ethical questions and, you know,
Yeah, well, what are the consequences? You form a relationship with a digital being, like,
because so like that might mean something more to one person than some other person. You know, it's like, oh, we're just gonna delete your best friend who happens to be a generative agent. So it's like, you know, what the fuck? I don't want that to happen. Like, I have a personal emotional tie to that thing.
you get depressed and
suicidal. Like that has real ramifications.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
Yeah, dude. So this, like, he's right. Like, we've gone past just AI so quick, just like that.
Yeah, it's like
when we first
matter of weeks.
yeah, we were just talking about it like when ChatGPT came out in November. It's like, this is cool.
Yeah,
this is nice. This is gonna help us all become better workers. We're already breaching the cusp of like, we gotta talk about ethics behind AI now because they seem like they have, you know, lifelike properties to them. So and this is just the beginning. You know?
Yeah, but you bring up a good point. It's like there's tons of games that shut down because they get old, a lot less users.
Yeah.
But what happens when they shut down the game that you like?
Yeah.
And there's the digital, you know, avatar that you like communicating with.
That's gonna hurt, dude.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt. People have lost their minds over losing like their WoW accounts. Imagine losing like your whole life.
Yeah.
You know, if you're that ingrained into an ecosystem like that. Like,
man, this presents an opportunity, like minting these as NFTs, interoperable, and like you can take the intelligence into different worlds.
Yeah, isn't that all? We covered a project like that.
Character GPT, something like that.
Yeah. We'll have to revisit it and replug them again because definitely the time is now to shine. And we're gonna see. There's so much experimentation happening in the AI space. It's definitely spilling into crypto too. You know, because all this is open source. We know what happens when you open tech to the community, right?
Yeah.
You have a Cambrian explosion moment.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's where we're at right now. It's insane.
So
like,
I wonder what was the transition from like something as you know, quote unquote, as simple as ChatGPT to something as AutoGPT. Like what happened? What did they do? They just add more parameters, or what happened?
I don't know, dude. You have to ask all these guys. These guys are the ones who are doing it, man. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, all the links will be in the description. We're definitely going to go deeper into this, and we're going to find links to how this relates to cryptocurrency, because, you know, a lot of crypto projects are going to take advantage of this, and they're going to make it seem like they've been developing this for the last 15 years, even before blockchain was invented.
Exactly.
And they have 10 million users already using AutoGPT on chain. And so we're going to find those links for you. And
somehow ZK blockchain coming soon also.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're right.
ZK AutoGPT.
Yep.
Right. That's going to be the new
project.
token. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right, guys. Let us know in the comment section below. Follow us on Twitter at The Block Runner, at MeadowZone.io, and at Rovi AI, and we will catch you in the next video.
Peace.